that is already going out from the states. The federal government ought to or need to liaise, collaborate with the state, allow the state to equally monitor the outflow of the limestone so that you can gauge the royalty payment, so that you can gauge the amount of limestone taken there. Sometimes it may be, okay, it's a limestone zone, but you don't know if it is only limestone Dangote is taken out from the site, from that location. It is possible you found other minerals like gold. What happens if a bunch of gold or a cloud of gold is found in location of limestone? That shows that his federal government may not know it. That is why it needs a total collaboration between the states and the federal government, so that we know actually what is the actual minerals going out, the quantity, the quality, and other minerals, other compounds that are going out from this site.
So, Commissioner, let's start the conversation then from there. What then, I mean, with this thing you just said now, it would show that Kogi State government are aware of what is going on.
Yes.
So, what then have you put in place to make that kind of relationship between the state and the federal government easy, so that your state can keep reaping the dividends of what is in your land? How easy is that relationship?
Okay. It is not, the relationship is not too cordial. Between the state and the federal government, the relationship is cordial. But between the state and the company in question, who have hitches. Hitches in the area is, you can send them letters of wanting to be in their sites, they can turn you down. And their location, those mineral locations, those mining sites, they will barricade the place. And of course, you don't have that authority to bulldoze or to enter the mining sites if you are not given go ahead to do that. And the state government has been collaborating, has been sending signals to the federal government of what is actually happening. Let me take you back to pre-Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo's era. That is during the era of former Governor Yahya Toza Bello, where Yahya Bello has to take the bull by its horn, to go into it with full executive power, to let them know that where Dangote is operating from is owned by Kogi State government. That is the land. And you cannot get your license and start digging from Abuja to access your mineral. You must have to enter the land via community consent, via the state government consent. Because it's the community consent, it's the government that oversees the consent being given to any investor via the communities. And when Governor Yahya Bello now looked at that, he saw it coming. He have checked what they are recording as the quantity of limestone usage in Dangote is far beyond what they are recording. No, what they are recording to the federal government, and for the federal government to give the state 30% derivation is below what we were expecting. And that is the reason Governor Yahya Bello then said they must have to go into it to know what they are doing. When the state committee on such development, that is solid mineral development, when we were about going to Dangote that time, the people there disallow us to go into their mining sites because some things will happen that we don't know. And they are backed by some security agents, commercial security agencies, that the former governor had to ask us to withdraw, because I led the committee as a commissioner of solid mineral and natural resources. So I have to withdraw and trying to see how harmonization can come in, so that the company, the federal government, and the state government, so that we know what we can get, who gets what, and at when due. It didn't work during the era of former President Buhari. But this government, the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, it is totally different from the previous government because of their readiness to help us develop the sector. Vis-a-vis most of those laws, even though they are constitutional rights, but they have human faith. We are into collaboration between the state and the federal government. And the issue of community engagement is 100%, as I speak to you. The coordination of within the stakeholders and the state government, we are good, courtesy of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo, because of his zeal and his readiness to develop the sector. And the governor has said that he wants these minerals to work for his people. And that is what we are doing. And we have so many laws that the state government have signed, that the governor have signed and assented to. That is the issue of consent letters. Before you can get consent, the governor will vet it himself to know that, yes, to know which company is coming in, and the company, whether it is a serious company or not. Because you see many companies domiciled in Kogi State, but they are not working. They have licenses, but no mining sites. So it is beyond you getting license. You can't have license and you don't have a mining site. You just hold the license and you see them not working in the state. So the governor have met with the Minister of Solid Mineral, Dr. Dele Alake. And Dele Alake has promised that your license, if it's not working for you, you're not worthy of owning that license. So automatically, time frame is given to so many people. It's either you use your license or you lose it. And we are helping the government to enforce that particular law. And again, the state government in the past 2 years in this area of solid mineral development, as the cash cow of the state, that is Ministry of Solid Mineral Natural Resources, who have graciously have an increment of the state's revenue vis-a-vis the haulage from solid mineral products, vis-a-vis the product itself, the Kogi State, we have a company for the state, that is Kogi State Solid Mineral Processing Company Limited. That was a revamp during Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo, and it's working. We have a coal site in Ankpa, we have a beryllium site in Kogi Central. And the coal site, we're already developing it, and it's working for us. We are getting minimum of 10 trucks a day. And for people who are economic or who knows the business of coal, they know what I'm talking about. Not in the nutshell, in a month, we'll be getting nothing less than 40 to 50 million naira from that one side of a coal development for the state. And it's working for us. That is the courtesy of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo. So as we're moving on, out of the more than 32 solid minerals we have in the state,
32.
more than that, Kogi State to pass Nasarawa State in terms of numbers of solid minerals endowment in the state. But we know that Nasarawa State is only being carved out to say it's a solid mineral, home of solid mineral. But the actual home of solid mineral is Kogi State. You can take it to the bank, you can Google it, you can go to your research. Go have some the other minerals that have not been gazetted is still found in Kogi State. And what the governor said we should do is for us to get into that, for us to participate just like, because the best way for you to develop solid mineral as a state, so that the issue of exclusivity will not be hammered on you, is for you to participate just like other companies, just like Dangote, like Bua, like Mostra Energy and the rest, and Manga. So Kogi State, using that company, that platform of our company, we have acquired additional 15 licenses, mineral titles for the state, which we are already using in partnership with other companies who have the strength, who have the capacity to help us develop the solid mineral sector.
Commissioner, let's also for a few seconds before I ask you the next question.
Please do quick and leave.
Prof.